Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and today may be the end of an era because I have canceled my single swag subscription. I know I've kind of been talking about it in the last few videos because we've been getting some repeats, but I was finally coming up for renewal once again, and I decided that I would reach out one more time to them to see if they'd be willing to send me PR boxes. I haven't heard back from them, but since my renewal date was coming up, I went ahead and canceled my subscription. So it is possible that this is my last box, but you know, you never know. They might surprise me and get back to me, and I'm kind of hoping that they do because I do enjoy this subscription box. It is a lifestyle box for women, and it is a really reasonable price, and they actually have two different subscription sizes, just in case you haven't ever seen it here on the channel, but I've been reviewing it probably for a good 3 years now, and this is one of the boxes that I generally do pay out of pocket for. In the past, they had a referral system where I would get free boxes here and there, but they do now have an affiliate program, which I don't see a lot of sales coming through there. I do have a referral link though for you, which you can use to save 35%, and that is simply Noelle35. I'll leave that as well as my affiliate link for you in the description box below, and that is going to work on both of the subscriptions. There is the petite box, which is now $34.99. That does include the shipping, and of course there is the regular box, which is what I have to share with you today, and that is now $49.99. Now in the bigger box, you usually get 7 to 8 items. There's usually a snack. We love the snack, even when it's a kind bar 3 months in a row. There's usually a jewelry item where I usually feel like the MSRP on that is a little bit high. You know, I usually kind of divide the total retail value of the box that they list on the card in half, and that seems a little bit more accurate. Can't blame all of that on single swag, of course, because those MSRPs are actually coming from the companies themselves, the vendors, although occasionally I do think that it's a white label product where single swag is actually just kind of putting someone else's name on it, like a sub brand. I don't always know when that's happening, but sometimes I think that is what is happening, so they are responsible for those MSRPs. The petite box usually has 4 to 5 items, and it does usually include the jewelry item, which is usually the highest valued item, as well as the snack, which is usually the lowest valued item. So let's go ahead and dive into what could be my last singles swag, you guys. So let me know in the comments below what you think. I finally pulled the trigger because I saw that date on the calendar and I was like, all right, I guess it's time. So inside we just have our product card, which of course tells you where to find them on social. Now, if you've ever been a subscriber with Single Swag, you can get their products for discounted prices in their shop. On the other side, we do have our card. It looks like we have 8 items this time around, and our total retail value for the month of March, according to the card, is $232, which means, do that quick math, it's about $116 for 8 items. So we're paying, wow, I guess we're paying about like $20 per item. Is that correct? I don't know. No, so 116 divided by 8. Why is that so difficult for me to do? I swear I did pass high school math. So that would be $14.50 per item. So, you know, that's not like a crazy good deal, but it's also really good when you consider how much you would pay for some of these products as a one-off. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so, but then again, you have to remember that the box itself is $49.99. So if you divide that by 8, you're only paying $6 per product instead of $14.50 per product. And then of course, if you are getting that 35% discount, right? So $49.99, now that I've got my calculator out, I might as well do all of it for you. So if you're going to get that discount, you're going to get your box for just under $32.50, which is pretty good, and then divide that by 8, and then you're getting all the items in the box for $4 a piece. Now that's a deal, and that's why we like single swag still here on the channel. All right, you guys, opening it up right on top, I see not a lot but black tissue and black plastic. So we have a satin eye mask from Ivy Olivia, which I've never heard of that brand outside of Single Swag. So this is an example of where I think it's probably a white label brand that they are getting for the box from like a wholesaler. So it says, soothe and moisturize the delicate skin around your eyes with this feathery, soft satin sleep mask. Wake up well rested, ready to take on the day. It does say you can hand wash with cold water or machine wash, which we do like. Now, you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, I don't actually wear sleep masks. I just don't like having anything on my head, and I also usually have false eyelashes, so I like to preserve those for as long as possible, which means that I don't usually sleep with a sleep mask. I have tried those ones that are more like a cup, and those work okay, and I only use those in rare situations where maybe I'm traveling and the blackout curtains aren't really blacking everything out, or there's a lot of different lights on different appliances in the hotel room and I really need a little bit more darkness to get into that deep sleep. Or if I do have a long haul flight, I will try to do that to kind of block out the sound, you know, put my earbuds in and see if I can maybe catch a few Z's. But generally I just get frustrated having something on my head and I know that my hair looks crazy. It's pretty cute. I mean, it's got like constellations. I'm just happy to see something that's not like baby pink for a change. So it's black, you know, it's got stars to go along with the idea of sleep. Let's see how much they said this is worth. It says this Ivy Olivia satin eye mask has a value of $24. Again, divide that in half. Remember, we're only paying $4 for it. Not too bad. So $12 is what I would say the retail value is, but we got it for $4. Soothe the delicate skin around your eyes with this feathery soft satin sleep mask. Wake up well rested, ready to take on the day. So it's just a plain black satin on the other side. I'd probably actually turn it inside out so it didn't have the stars. And then it just has an elastic band, which seems like it would fit a lot, but again, it's just kind of something my hair tends to get tangled up in. It looks like we have a Gemma Simone jewelry piece this time around, which it is just really pretty in this blue bag. Usually they do like a decorative box, but I feel like this actually looks a little bit nicer. So yes, so this is value of $52. So again, this is all just fashion jewelry. So I'm gonna say it's probably like $26 worth. But again, we only paid an average of $4 per item. If you got this with my code, you guys, this is a repeat item. I'm pretty sure I've seen that sleep mask, maybe not in single swag, but definitely in another box. It could have been like maybe in a Thera box or something. We just get so many sleep masks over the course of a year that I feel like I've seen it before. Now this is a repeat, and I remember it because this was one of my least favorite jewelry pieces from single swag. I do think what's happening is they're kind of going through their inventory and getting rid of a lot of overstock that they do have in their warehouse, taking into account that they have a lot of new subscribers. I think there's a lot of churn there. I'm probably one of the only people who's been getting the box consistently for like 3 years now. This was one of my most disappointing jewelry pieces just because it is so young and kind of messy. It also feels very summery, so they very rarely feel very seasonal over there at Single Swag. So this is the Voyage Bracelet Set. It has a value of $52. It says perfect for work, weekend, and everything in between. This fun, stylish set includes 3 unique, versatile pieces: a wrap bracelet with anchor closure. So that's this like, looks like a bungee cord with an anchor closure. A silver anklet bracelet. So I guess that's this one with the charms. That one's not so bad. And then, let's see. And a gold-plated anklet chain. So I guess these are all supposed to be for, it says it's a bracelet set, but then they're telling me that the 2 metal ones are actually anklets. So, okay, I don't know. Just because of the corded jewelry, it just feels very young. Maybe if they had gotten rid of this one and just sent us the gold and silver anklets, that might have been more acceptable. It does seem more like a summery item for sure. But you know, okay. It's just, it was one of my least favorite. It remains one of my least favorite, and I really don't like getting a lot of repeats in this box, but okay. Next, we have another repeat. I cannot tell you when, but it definitely, I've gotten it before. It's from Fiona Rachel. They really like the 2 women name brands, right? So far we've had Gemma Simone, and we've had Ivy Olivia, and now we have Fiona Rachel. So I don't know where all these gals are coming from, but it just seems like that sort of signifies to me that it's all the same idea of these little in-house brands. So this is the Youth Defying Glow Anti-Aging Sculpting Cream. So that's like a lot of words, but I do like the packaging. I always think anything with like pink and green is really pretty. This is, yeah, Youth Defying Glow. So like a glow serum, but then anti-aging sculpting cream. It almost, just because of the size of this, almost makes me think it's like a sculpting cream for like your thighs or something, but I'm assuming that it's going to be for your face. Supposedly has a value of $42. Minimize the look of wrinkles and fine lines with this supercharged, quick absorbing absorbing, moisturizing sculpting cream designed to leave skin looking younger while feeling bouncy, firm, and exfoliated. Apply a thin layer during your morning and evening routine. I'm always a little suspicious when a product claims to do that many things. It's going to be exfoliating, it's going to be creating a glow, it's going to be sculpting, and then leaving your skin looking bouncy and firm. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, if it does all of that for $42, then that's a smoking deal. We have something from a company called Coretto. So this is our first just one name product. Caffeine enriched beauty. Okay, so this is the vanilla latte cuticle cream. This is a very large tube of cuticle cream, so I'm guessing it's more like a hand cream. It has a value of $24. This lush moisturizing cuticle cream with antibacterial and moisture retaining properties will leave your skin feeling silky smooth and bursting with vitality. For a deep hydrating experience, massage lotion into hands and fingers, paying close attention to the cuticle area. So yes, it's pretty much a hand cream that's real good to rub into your cuticles, but it's a good size. It's 2.5 fluid ounces, definitely travel worthy or travel appropriate. We have a palette, so I'm not usually a fan of like the beauty, like in terms of makeup items that we get in single swag, just because I'm not usually familiar with the brands. Some of the skincare stuff, I've seen the brands other places. This is a basic beauty. Like, all right, I guess we're just gonna be basic, but very simple packaging to go along with it. I don't think I've heard of Basic Beauty. This is a blush trio. Okay, so I don't usually wear blush because I have naturally rosy cheeks. In fact, I'm usually trying to downplay the rosiness of my cheeks caused by rosacea. So I don't usually use a lot of blush, but I'm also pretty basic when it comes to my beauty. So this has a value of $30. And I wouldn't necessarily take a palette of multiple blush colors somewhere. It says, say hello to your new go-to. The formulated powder in this must-have item glides on effortlessly and is easily buildable. It does have a mirror on the inside, so I'm going to cover that up so you guys can see the colors. The highly pigmented, silky, blendable powders blend effortlessly to flatter all skin tones and face shapes. So they're blendable, so you can blend them. They are actually really pretty colors. They kind of remind me of this old Clinique palette that I had called Teddy Bear, and I loved it. So I could maybe see myself using those as eyeshadows. I'm guessing they wouldn't be, I mean, even though they claim to be pretty pigmented, who knows, because I don't think you want your blush to be like super pigmented, right? You don't want to wind up with like streaks, but okay, so we got a blush palette. That's one of those things I will probably definitely, that's one of those quirky things that I say a lot, that I will most likely be passing on to someone. Another repeat. Okay, so we've definitely gotten a jewelry repeat. I think the eye mask was a repeat. The Fiona Rachel was definitely a repeat, or at least the packaging. At least the packaging was. This is Emassies or Emassies. I have no idea how to say it. It's a Jade Roller, but again, the pretty packaging. They almost look like the same brand, right? Almost. Slightly different pinks. So this is just a roller ball. It says a lavender essential oil with jade healing stones, value of $22. It says this 100% all-natural roll-on essential oil contains real jade healing stones and is designed to promote balance and relaxation. To use, roll one swipe on wrists, temples, neck, or behind ears. Wow, it is really green. I guess that is appropriate for the month of March, but you can see there's like the gold writing on the front. It's pretty, but you can see around the jade, because the jade has like a cooler tone to it, and then the actual oil has kind of a green hue to it, and I don't know if that's from the jade. But the other thing with this is, you know, there's a lot of jade stones in there, so you're probably not actually getting that much essential oil in there, which is okay. I think it's pretty. I'm always a little bit curious when it comes to things like this about, you know, when there's rose quartz or jade, like what makes it healing jade versus rose quartz or just plain old jade. You know, like it's just, there's rocks in there. But okay, so jade healing stones, not to be confused with just beautiful, simple jade. All right, We got some toe socks, which is cool. Actually, that's a brand that I have definitely heard of. Now, you guys know I'm not a big sock gal, but these are really good for working out if you are self-conscious about your feet, or you just want to have a good grip, or you're a little bit self-conscious about where you might be taking that yoga or Pilates class, although there's special like Pilates socks, which you want for gripping onto. It's a pretty color, this plummy color. I know a lot of people actually like these kinds because it prevents any sort of like sweating between your toes or rubbing or blisters that can be caused. So these are just little footy socks, but Toe Socks is a brand that I've heard of. There's actually a yoga instructor that I used to follow, and she used to do some pretty racy ads for them. So it says this is size medium, which is 8.5 to 10.5. They look pretty small, but they are pretty stretchy, I would say. Now, these aren't necessarily the kinds of socks that I would wear. I like my yoga nice and barefoot, but I could see them being useful, and that is a different item to receive in a box that I have not really gotten before. Let's see what it says about this. Now, they say that this is from a brand called Tavi Noir. So in this case, they may have sourced it from a variety of brands, and that the socks have a value of $20. It says, keep your feet cozy and comfortable at home or on the go with these stylish, long-lasting socks produced with certified organic combed cotton. Styles may vary. So interesting, because it doesn't say anything about them being these kinds of toe socks. So, and I'm trying to see. So that one, that description says that they're certified organic cotton. This does say it's 77% cotton because obviously it has some poly and elastane in it to make it stretchy. It is washable. They're cute. I don't usually use them. Here's another brand that we've definitely gotten before. I don't know if I've gotten this exact one from Queshy, but this is definitely a brand that they do include in single swag quite a bit. So this is the Queshy Natural Strawberry Body Milk, aka lotion. It has a value of $18. It says this deep moisturizing and hydrating body milk infused with organic oils and fruit extracts is ideal for daily skincare and effective on all skin types. So I'm guessing it's going to smell really, really sweet, which is not my preference with lotion. Yes, it smells, oh, actually, it's not too bad, but it is sweet. I was prepping for even more sugar. It kind of smells like, it honestly kind of smells like a sprinkles strawberry cupcake. And I am not a fan of like artificial strawberries. So the reason I actually like sprinkles strawberry cupcakes is because they use real strawberries. And those are still one of my favorite flavors when I get around to sprinkles. So you guys, I think that was actually it. I'm so disappointed there was no snack. I was like giving them a hard time about having Kind bars for the last few months. In the past, we used to get like, you know, cupcakes and little delectable things. Sometimes we get those Pyralines. That was like one of my favorite things. One Valentine's, we got like a big old chocolate bar. That was awesome. But I'm really sad when we don't have a snack. That's a bummer. So I'm hoping this isn't my last single swag, because that would be a sad way to go out with a bunch of repeats. Let's see, I think there were at least 3 repeats for me. But again, I've been getting this box for 3 years. So 3 repeats and no snack? All right, well, my very least favorite repeat was this, but maybe I can regift it to like a teen or preteen for summer. The bracelet. We also got the body milk. We got our satin eye mask, which I personally won't use, but is good for travel as well. The vanilla cuticle cream / hand cream. Our healing jade stones with lavender essential oil. Our Tavi / toe socks are basic beauty, because we basic here, blush trio, and then finally our anti-aging sculpting cream, which again I am assuming is for the face, from our sisters over there, Gemma Simone, Ivy Olivia, and Fiona Rachel. So you guys, let me know in the comments below what you thought about this run with single swag. What do you think the chances are of them getting back to me? I don't know. Like, I reached out to them. I sent my little media kit to their PR to see if they'd be willing to send me boxes. I'm hoping they'll send me a few. You know, they've given me a few here and there so that I could continue sharing it here on the channel, but I know that you guys appreciate it. I do still think that it's a good value. When you break it down that way and realize that it was really an average of like $4 an item, or even at full price, and they have sales all the time, even at full price it was like $6 an item. So if you wind up liking like half or slightly more than half of the products in the box, it's a good deal, right? I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please help me out with a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. I would love to see you all over in the Nobot Nook, which is our Facebook group, or over on my Instagram, which is at Maui_Noel. You will find the links for all of those things, as well as the referral codes in the description box below, and I'll see you all soon in my next unboxing.